Welcome, parents and students of the Muroc Joint Unified School District. We took a couple of weeks of a break there from our videos with holidays and other activities, so thank you very much for your patience, but we wanted to put at least one more video out before we leave for Christmas or winter break, which is going to be starting this Friday, just as a reminder, and we will come back the first week of January and start the second semester of school. I just want to notify parents that we've been using a feature that Google offers our students in the classroom with their Chromebooks. It's a Google Chat feature. We thought it might be a good way for students to interact with each other in class, collaborate together. And what we found is kids are kids. And some have abused it, and they've used it as a way to send inappropriate messages or bother other people in the school. It's not something that we need. It's not critical to the instructional program. So just notifying everyone that we're shutting that part down. Just about every student all the way down to transitional kindergarten seems to have one of these cell phones nowadays. So if somebody really needs to chat, we figure they can do that. But if you are using that as a way to communicate with your student during the school day, we just want you to know that that feature will be closed down. And students, let you know, it will be closed down. A reminder also for parents, just to let you know, for this entire school year, it's been this way, but all meals are free for all students. So if you would like your child to have a school lunch, it's completely free. And just want to remind everyone that that is always an option for your child. And the last thing I have really before we head off onto our winter break is just to ask for a little assistance. I feel like I'm preaching to the choir on this. I think it's some other people, but maybe you can help me help the district a little bit. What we found is if someone has a question about something that might have happened on a school campus, too often people go to social media first and they make a blanket statement of, I heard ... It tends to be about 10 times worse than whatever actually happened. So, for example, a few years ago, we had some students at Desert High School who were caught with a joint, marijuana. One marijuana cigarette between a few children. By the time that it hit social media and spread itself everywhere, the news was from people that didn't even have children in the school that Desert Junior Senior High School had a meth lab. Obviously, schools do not have meth labs, and that wasn't true then, but it takes a lot of work to walk that misinformation back. That inflammatory discussion that happens in social media, it winds up taking a large part of principals' days or teachers' days when they should be focusing on helping kids to learn. So if ever you or your friends or people in the neighborhood or colleagues at work that you know of, if anybody ever has a question about something that they heard happened on a campus, I would just ask that please call the school and ask the question. We would rather give, and if we can't tell you because maybe it's a personnel issue or it's a very sensitive issue, we will say that. We'll let you know that something did happen, and we'll tell you all that we can. And so far, let me tell you, we've never had anybody shooting at a school or had anybody that we were worried that was going to come and shoot up a school or start a meth lab or an underground fight club or stealing cars and melting the parts down for money, whatever else anyone might have heard. There's no illegal betting rings going on. I don't know what there is, but it seems like every week there's something that hits social media that I just have to scratch my head about and say, I don't know where anybody even got that. So if you ever have a question, we are an open book. We'd love to share with you, and we'll share with you everything that we possibly can. So safe schools, everybody's doing great. I want to thank you all again for all that you do. I hope that people don't turn off once I start to say thank you and say, well, I guess the video's over. I really sincerely mean it. We've had a very successful school year considering the world that we are living in. Very pleased that we've gotten through the fall sports schedule. Now we're into winter sports. We are sharing gymnasiums between the two high schools while Desert is being built. That has created a little bit of a bottleneck. For those coaching, I'm sure you would say it's a significant bottleneck for practice space. We did find some space for Boron's junior high to be able to practice. The reality is, for this one last year while we're in construction, we're going to be a little tight when it comes to some practice space for basketball. But we'll be through this after this season, and Desert is still on track to open in the summer. They'll have all their facilities next year. Bourne will be able to have theirs, and everything should work out. So thank you for your patience. Thank you for helping. Thanks for wearing masks and being safe around each other, both at home and at school. It really is paying off. We're having a phenomenal school year. Hope that you have a great winter break, and we'll see you second semester. Bye-bye.